turning to some local news we're following. 2 people have been injured in assault near McCowan and Finch.
Let's check in live with CP24's Courtney Hills outside the scene. This is Sandhurst Circle in Scarborough with the latest. Courtney, I know you've been talking to neighbors in that neighborhood about what happened last night.
Yeah, and there's this sense of shock in the neighborhood, guys, given some of the details here. And in fact, I can tell you Toronto Police now updating this case with us. They're confirming this was a robbery call they responded to overnight. They also say there were multiple suspects trying to get into the home behind me here. I'll step out of the way. So what we know so far, according to police, it was about 2:15 in the morning. They were called to this residential area. It's a townhouse complex just in the area of McCowan and Finch, as you guys said. According to police, multiple suspects entered the home. They assaulted the occupants with a weapon. The suspects then took off with some jewelry from this house, and we're being told 2 adult male victims were taken to hospital with serious but what are described as non-life-threatening injuries, and police are still investigating. We had heard from paramedics that they transported 2 to hospital. One person had very serious injuries, and it's our understanding that person's still in hospital, but it sounds like now what we're hearing from police, non-life-threatening injuries. In this area, you can see there's not too much activity outside, but I've noticed officers going in and out of the home. They were at the back of the home. They're obviously still trying to get a sense of what happened here, and likely even a sense of where the suspects managed to get into the house. I just talked to a man who lives literally next door. He said he didn't hear anything, but he was shocked to hear the details of this robbery overnight. Here's more.
It's very scary because we thought that that's a very nice place to live in, and when you hear just next door something like this happen, it scares you. I was not even asleep at last night, but I did not hear anything. I also came out for a walk around the same time because we usually walk late nights in this area. But right now I feel very scared about that. Yeah.
But you didn't see anything overnight? No police cruisers or any unusual activity?
Yeah, nothing. It was like a normal day.
And that same resident woke up this morning to see police just outside of his home, quite a few officers in this area. And of course, the focus right now would be gathering the evidence, getting a sense of what residents perhaps saw or heard. If anybody even has some surveillance video outside of their home, that kind of information would be really, really valuable to them. At this point, guys, it doesn't sound like there have been any arrests or even much of a suspect description. It is still early, but at least we're getting a few more details now, knowing that there was this call over a robbery in a residential area and the suspects tried to get some jewelry from the home and took off. We'll continue to gather more information for you here from the scene. But again, the sense here is there's a lot of concern given some of the details of this, what sounds like a break and enter and the theft of jewelry from a home. Over to you.
Okay, CP24's Courtney Hills joining us live from Scarborough. We'll check in with you later. Thanks, Courtney.